Today, more and more jobs are calling for PVC protective lined pipe. So when you need to produce this type of pipe, and lots of it, you need a high production system that is versatile, economical, and dependable. International Pipe Machinery Corporation has developed such a system, one which utilizes the dry cast process to ensure better liner placement and a better end product. It is also adaptable to most existing dry cast machines. International Pipe System is unique in that the PVC liner is totally supported during production, transport to the curing area, stripping, and the short preset period. This results in a stronger liner to concrete bond without any pullout of the green product. The quality visible in the pipe in the yard comes from a system specifically designed to do the job. Several key operational components are best illustrated on this 36-inch by 12-foot form waiting to go into production. The equipment is form strip in style with external mounts for either electric or hydraulic vibrators. At the top, special hydraulically powered rubber-tipped form-to-core centering devices keep the form and core centered during production to maintain uniform wall thickness. At the same time, this prevents any damage to the liner. The form also utilizes patented McCracken Vibromax-style cap positioner assemblies to hydraulically force the top header ring into the concrete for maximum compaction of the spigot. At the bottom, the form is equipped with pallet latches, either powered or manual, to lock the pallet into position during the production cycle. Cores used with the system incorporate a single vertical seam with an all-steel, heavy-duty collapsible mechanism. This mechanism is hydraulically operated, allowing the core to collapse approximately 2 inches in circumference for placement of the PVC liner. The rugged construction and design of the core gate permits precise seam alignment, which helps eliminate gate shadow on the bore of the finished product. Pallets are fitted with a special ledge ring on the bore. This supports the core during manufacturing and stripping to prevent any movement of the liner until the desired preset of concrete bond to the liner has occurred. Pallets may also be supplied with an extended outside flange to support the form and reduce the amount of material bleed on the outside of the bell. Headers can be provided for any joint required, and their design will be determined by the type of PVC liner specified. A mold support and isolation plate is supplied to center the form set to the feed mechanism. The plate also increases the efficiency of the vibration while isolating it from the foundation and adjacent machinery. Another component is the core top, which closes off the top of the core from any contamination. It additionally helps to direct material flow into the form set, and it maintains core top concentricity during production. A stripping and handling device equipped with an extruder mechanism is used both to assist in stripping the product and to prevent any disturbance of the spigot. An additional piece of equipment which will speed up operation is some type of preparation and handling station. This should include a jib crane for the liners and wire reinforcing, as well as a work platform for access to the top of the core. A typical cycle for producing PVC protective lined pipe begins with the pallet placed at the prep station. The collapsed core is then brought in and set on the pallet ledge ring. At this point, it's necessary to have a means of preheating the PVC liner before it's slipped over the core. This is normally done in some type of hot box, which is thermostatically controlled to maintain a constant temperature. This is important because too much heat will cause the liner to expand and sag on the core when it's installed. If not heated sufficiently, the liner will retain its memory and it could pull out of the pipe once the core is removed. Temperature ranges will vary and they'll be available from the liner manufacturer. When the preheated liner is in place, the core is expanded and a reinforcing cage is lowered over it. The core is now supported 360 degrees as it sets on the pallet ledge, and a seal has been formed to prevent concrete slurry bleeding at the bore of the pipe during manufacturing. The outside form, or mold, in this instance 139 inches in diameter by 12 feet in length with external electric vibration, is next placed over the setup. The producer has been using this particular veteran on a daily basis for the job, and it already has over 24,000 feet of PVC-lined product to its credit. Once the pallet latches are engaged, the entire setup is carried to the dry cast machine, in this case, a McCracken Vibromac. On the machine, the setup is positioned atop the mold support and isolation plate. All electric and hydraulic connections are made, and the core top is added. Manufacturing then commences, and the form-to-core centering devices are engaged to keep the form and core centered during production. After the form is full, the centering devices are retracted, and the core top is removed. Once the header ring is added, the cap positioner assemblies are activated to form the top joint. When the spigot has been made, the cap positioners are released, and the entire assembly, including the product, is transported to the curing area using a bridge crane equipped with the stripper extruder device. During the entire manufacturing period, the lined pipe has been 100% supported on the bottom by the pallet, on the top by the header, on the outside by the form, and, unique to this system, on the inside by the core. Thus, any disturbance of the liner to concrete bond is eliminated. Once in the kiln, the assembly is set on the floor, the pallet latches are retracted, the stripper extruder is energized, and the form is removed from the pipe. The core remains in place so the product is still totally supported in the bore to maintain the bond of the liner to the concrete. After the desired preset of concrete occurs, usually 10 to 15 minutes depending on such variables as air temperature and mix design, the core is collapsed and raised from the pipe. Normally, producers will use a minimum of 2 cores and 1 form with this system. 1 core remains in place in the bore of the freshly made pipe for the preset period, while the second awaits the return of the empty form at the prep station so the pipe-making cycle can continue. In the past, the main problem encountered when dry casting this type of pipe was keeping the liner in place during the concrete preset. Now, with this innovative system from International Pipe, the producer controls the time required for preset. When describing this system for producing PVC protective lined pipe, the word that keeps coming up is more. It is more economical than wet casting. The producer gains more productivity from his equipment, and he can realize more tons per man-hour. What's more, this system from International Pipe makes the kind of quality product that is needed for the ever-increasing number of jobs calling for PVC protective lined pipe. And lots of it.